Where did that idea for 40 flushes come from? Is that like a bathroom reader that'll put me in the driver's seat on how to handle my business?
It actually is, yeah. And in fact, every day is broken down into a flush. So on the first day of reading the book, you've got flush number one. And flush number one, I think, is directly right out of the box relevant to what your guys do. When you look at it, the very first thing that a business owner has to recognize is how important it is for them to be a business owner, to wear that hat. You know, when you're a small business, there's a lot of hats to be worn. There's the technician that needs to fix everything. There's the person running the floor. There's inventory management. There's resource management. But the most important hat you can wear is entrepreneur, because you have to think like a business owner. And unfortunately, all these different hats that people wear when they start a business, they all have different hierarchy of needs. If you're the person on the floor handling the renting and dealing with customers, you've got certain expectations and certain needs and certain risk levels that are involved with what you do. If you're the person managing resources, if you're the one keeping the books, you look at things differently. It's all about conserving. It's all about keeping this small area in control. But if you're the business owner, you have to look at it and say, what do I need to do to get my business from where it is today to where I want it to be 10, 20 years from now? And that requires an entirely different hat and a different way of thinking. And what happens too often is business owners don't put that hat on often enough. And they get caught with the other roles, which they're not looking. Those roles are designed to get you through today, and they're not looking into the future. So right out of the bat, the very first flush takes a look at all of these different hats you're wearing, and it does so in a fun way. That's the thing about the book, is I want it to be very unintimidating. I want it to kind of slip in a fun way and just makes them think about their business. So like on that chapter, for example, that flush, at the end of it, as with all the flushes, there's a series of questions where you can take that day's lesson and reflect on how it affects your business and how it can relate to your business. Now, odds are all 40 flushes aren't going to be something you can directly implement or directly do with your business. But I'm hoping if you can get 20 to 30 of them that do make you look at your business in an entirely different way, that you've got a much better chance of surviving.